Hi Libra, and welcome to your horoscope for May 2020. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to give you a rundown of what's happening. The 3rd of May and the 20th, Venus, the planet of love, beauty, creativity, sits in your ninth house of travel and connecting with the higher realms. So either traveling in a physical way or traveling in a spiritual way. You'll have a strong desire to do that. And it connects with Neptune in your sixth house of work at 20 degrees. 1 and 2 is a relationship in Pisces. So you're really dreaming about what it is you want to do, and you've got 1 foot on the gas pedal and 1 foot on the brake. So you don't really know where you're going or what you're doing. And the best way to use the energy is to advance spiritually, to look within. And instead of traveling on a physical level, travel spiritually. It's a great time to find out which meditation practice works for you. On the 7th of May, the full moon happens in Scorpio, and it's in your second house of money. The full moon is when the moon lets go and it showers all of us in its beautiful Scorpio energy, and it allows you to uncover hidden truths in the area of finance in your life. So why you've been a permanent underachiever, for example, or why you still haven't found the right work. Or it becomes revealed to you that something that happened to you in the past made you disregard a whole area which you would have been very good in. So there's a revelation when it comes to your financial life on the 7th of May. Congrats. On the 11th, Saturn, the planet of structure and security, that goes retrograde until the end of September. It's in your 5th house of love, romance, and what it is you adore. And Mars is there as well. So you really will want to commit yourself to someone or something that you love and adore. And you've got to be careful because Venus goes retrograde this month. And if you give yourself to someone or something you love, do it before the 13th. Because on the 13th, Venus retrograde, the veil comes down. So when Saturn goes retrograde in your 5th, the joy and the security and your own structure will come from within, and you're going to get messages of how you're able to work with people, and the structure of your life and the fun in your life and the romance is all manifested by you. So you can really manifest Libra financial gain and your soulmate. So you can have it all this month. None of the other signs get that. So use this Saturn retrograde to your advantage. On the 12th of May, Mercury moves into Gemini. And it stays in Gemini until the 29th, when it goes into Cancer in your 10th house of work. When it's in Gemini in your 9th house of travel and educating yourself and broadening your horizons, it joins Libra and it gives you an even greater urge to research, to go travel, to get something, to connect, to find the answers. The answers are inside you. There's no place like home. What are all the sayings from the Matrix and all of you are within yourself and you're enlightened, you just don't know it yet. All of those kind of rubbishy things. Don't you hate it when you go to a medical seminar, not a medical seminar, a spiritual seminar, and they tell you that you're enlightened, but you just don't know it. And it's like, oh great, thanks. Well, how am I gonna know it then? And they never tell you how. The way how to do it is to meditate. Venus is your ruler, okay? And it's in this 9th house, connecting you in a loving way to your higher self. So you find new answers, new ways of being. 13th of May, Mars goes into Pisces in your 6th house. It starts to think about and feel its way forward in terms of work and what you can do work-wise. That seems fuzzy to you this month. And for the Libras who are real workaholics, good. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't make major changes. If you're trying to start something new, you're not going to be quite sure about what you're doing. You're going to be a little bit fuzzy. You may feel overly ambitious. You may feel antsy and agitated. And that's not a way to start a new business. On the 13th as well, until June 25th, Venus goes retrograde. So your ruler goes retrograde, and that doesn't happen every year. Venus retrograde is very important. No new businesses, no new lovers, new romances, new marriages. If you have set a marriage date, then that's absolutely fine. But if you find a new relationship or you start a new business or all of that, that is not fine, because Venus puts these rose-tinted spectacles on you, and once Venus goes direct, you're going to see it totally differently, and you're going to be like, what did I do here? Why did I waste all my energy on this? On the 14th of May till the 12th of September, Jupiter, the lucky planet, goes retrograde in your 4th house of family and your roots, next to Pluto, transformation, and Saturn. What is it that I love, and how can I bring that into my life on a consistent, stable basis? With Jupiter going retrograde, the good luck, just like the security with Saturn, comes from within you, inside of you. So it's a really good idea to be able to connect to your higher self, because it's what grounds you, and it's what roots you, and it's what helps you to manifest the kind of life that you want. And you don't get these chances very often. So use May to September to really think about, what is it I love, who is it that I love, and what do I want the landscape of my life to look like? You're Libra. You can decorate your life any way you want and make decisions about it. On the 17th, Jupiter makes friends with the Sun by forming a trine with it. So Jupiter is now giving you luck from within, and it's connecting with your identity, the Sun, in the 8th house. So you're able to reconnect with other people in a physical way. No, work becomes tangible and more accessible to you. And it's Libras who struggle or who are unemployed right now and are looking for work. It's going to get much easier for you on the 17th of May to get a job, to get a new job that's temporary, just while this thing is going on. But please make sure that it's temporary and it stays temporary, that you don't get stuck in this just for the time being job to get by, and then you end up doing it forever. Don't do that. And you are going to be influenced by Venus retrograde. I mean, it's your ruler. So you're really not going to see, the veil's going to be over your eyes, and you're not going to see what you love and what you do clearly. So rely on something bigger that does see and can pull the veil aside for you and ask for guidance. But transform your identity by getting power in a financial sense on the 17th of May. That really opens up for you. And then finally, on the 22nd of May, and this energy lasts until the end of the month, we've got a new moon in Gemini, and that's in your ninth. So lots of energy being pulled in for you to be able to go through doorways. Again, you're going to have a strong sense to travel and to get out there and to do stuff. You've got Mercury, Venus, and the Sun and the Moon in your ninth house. So instead of doing it physically, do it spiritually and advance spiritually. The physical side of things you can take care of temporarily, but advancing spiritually is going to give you insight into how you create security, real financial security, long-term financial security for yourself in the future, and it stems from you, it stems from within. So I hope you have a lovely, lovely May. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch with me via the website. It's gregoryscott.com. I use your date of birth, place of birth, and time of birth to draw up your chart, and I can tell you about your life purpose, vocational aptitudes, where the best place is to live for you, relationships. If you don't have the time of birth, order a chart rectification. That's a process where I work out your time of birth. The chart changes every 4 minutes, so the houses will be all over the place if you don't have the time. The time makes it much more accurate. So chart rectification, have a look at that. I'm also doing a discount on the website on certain readings. So have a look at the website, gregoryscott.com. Hit subscribe and share this online, please. Have a wonderful May, and I'll speak to you next month.